You needed him to step up and play, and my goodness gracious, he played well.
Man, he was flying around, really productive, 8 tackles, 2 sacks, 3.5 TFLs, a sack. And man, just he's as solid of a player in our program. Just couldn't be more proud of him, just the work that he put in to transition and play our will backer tonight. And all his hard work came to fruition. It was displayed for the world to see, and he can play any position that we ask him to in the linebacker room, and he excelled tonight, and it was fun to watch him fly around.
Wes, I know it wasn't perfect, but was this what your defensive guys needed to see today, the way you played against the run and just kind of kept them in check?
Yeah, most definitely. We gave up some bad runs at time, the 3rd and long and stuff like that. But overall, I thought our guys really responded, played great run defense. We played aggressive, got after folks, and I thought it was a really good job by our front 7, especially building the wall on their run schemes.
Coach, end of the first half there, 2 seconds left. You were probably thinking Hail Mary. Were you surprised that when we decided to take off and run for it the way he did?
No, he pulled it down because we pressured him. We have a couple different ways that we defend last plays of the half, and I wasn't going to give him a chance to throw one in the end zone, so we brought a 5-man pressure. Barrett, it'd be interesting to see. I'm not sure if the back picked him up or whatever, but he was able to force him off the spot. I think the coverage downfield was good, and he elected to scramble right there. So it wasn't going to give him a chance to throw it in the end zone.
What adjustments did you have to make when you realized that he wasn't coming out in the second half?
We didn't call the game any different. I felt like their backup quarterback, the offense doesn't change that much per se. So we just kept our scheme the same, still called the same defenses the second half, and maybe a little more pressure. But the guys responded coming out of the half.
Coach, how much?
Coming off of last week, and do you feel like the guys had a little bit more attentiveness to them?
Yeah, most definitely. That was the huge challenge this week. Just want to see guys respond, challenge them. It's about mindset, mentality, next play mentality, and I thought this was an unbelievable week of preparation every day. There was great energy, great focus, discipline, details, and this was a huge challenge. I got as much respect for these guys offensively as anybody in the country, and they were playing with a lot of confidence. And was a huge challenge coming in, but our guys rose to the challenge tonight, and we stated our whole message this week was we're going to attack, we're going to blitz, we're going to be aggressive, we're going to take the fight to them per se, and the guys responded. They felt really confident, and they were locked in tonight.
Coach, for most teams, losing Trenton Simpson would be a huge loss. I imagine you'd be a pretty good spy for a quarterback like Cunningham. How much of a luxury is it to have a guy like Barrett Carter to step up the way he did?
Yeah, definitely. It is truly a blessing, just moving guys around in my room versus having to take a safety and put in that role. But, thankfully at Clemson we have some depth and able to move guys around, and he played really well tonight.
Speaking of depth, talk about what Wood-Ass gave you tonight.
Yeah, moving Barrett over, we needed a bigger body when they went 12 personnel, and I think he played really well. He had the calls fumble down here in the west end zone. Unfortunately, we couldn't get that. I thought he played really well for a true freshman, and really had a great week. He prepares as well as any freshman I've been around, attentive to the details. He's always asking questions. He's inquisitive and wants to do it how we coach it and ask him to do things. And I thought he played really solid in his role tonight.
Would you say that today was a kind of a bend but don't break style of play, especially with the change of QB as you were mentioning, and they went from Cunningham to the backup? What day of the week leading up in practice did you really see, wow, this defense is ready to go, or they seem locked in right for today's game?
Yeah, I think even coming out Monday night after the weekend, guys were ready to move on, take the next step.